Hey, what's up you guys? So today I'm going to tell you all about my entire foundation collection. If you guys don't know me that well, probably my favorite part of makeup is like the skin, like making your skin look really beautiful and radiant and glowy and fresh and healthy. And I feel like all of that starts with your foundation, or I mean, if you got really good skin, then with your skin. But you know, some of us, we don't all have like perfect skin and we need a little help. So I have some products that I absolutely love and I think are amazing, and I think that all of you guys would love. I do have combination skin, so I get more oily in my T-zone and then more normal typically in my cheeks and stuff. Lately I've been a little bit dry, like right around here. So that's kind of, you know, it just depends on the time of year too. Sometimes I go more hydrating, sometimes I need more matte, like in the summer. So whether you have like dry skin or oily skin, you'll probably find something in this collection that will work for you. I've got drugstore in here, I've got high end. Some of the high end is amazing and worth it, some of it's not. Same with the drugstore. So I'm going to show you guys everything that I've tried and what I think about all of it. So if that sounds good with you guys, then let's get started. The first foundation I want to talk about is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. So it claims to be a foundation and a concealer. It definitely is, and the description on it says medium to full coverage, lightweight oil-free formula, long-wearing, water-resistant, and sweat-proof. To me personally, I feel like this is, I would say, yeah, it's medium to full, definitely more on the full side. It's very thick. It has like a concealer-like consistency, in my opinion, but it isn't heavy. I don't find that it breaks me out. And yeah, it is long-wearing, water-resistant, sweat-proof. I don't know, but it is a really, really great foundation. It's not super expensive. And because it is like so thick, I really like mixing it with other foundations because I kind of just find that the texture of it goes really well with other products. If you wanted to make this a little bit more glowy, I feel like it definitely has like a natural finish. Like it's not matte, it's not super glowy, it's kind of in the middle. But if you want to make this more glowy, if you added like a drop or two of argan oil to this would be really good because it is so full coverage. It would kind of thin it out and make it like just a really like nice natural product. This is really good. Okay, so if you have more dry skin, you'll probably really love this. This is the L'Oreal, what is this, Pro Glow? Yeah, L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. I wear the shade 205. Oh, I didn't mention the Milani. I wear the shade 03 Light Beige. This one I wear 205 Natural Beige or sometimes 206 Sun Beige. It kind of depends on like the situation with my spray tan. But it does have SPF 15 and it says radiant finish, normal to dry skin, hydrating. It says wears up to 24 hours, medium coverage, texture is air light. Definitely does not wear 24 hours, but I do have more oily skin. On someone with dry skin, it might last on you that long. For me, not so much, but I love the way this makes my skin look. It is so glowy and beautiful. This is probably like one of the best glowy foundations at the drugstore, in my opinion. It's not the cheapest. I think this is around like $12, give or take. But the good thing about drugstore makeup is a lot of times when you go to like Walgreens or CVS, you can get this like with a coupon and like save money. Sometimes they have like 2 for 1 or whatever. So that's always an option too, but this is awesome. And what I like to do, sometimes I will take, because I am combo, I will take the L'Oreal Pro Matte, which is an amazing foundation, but this is like really, really, really matte. Like this is super glowy, this is super matte. So if you have combo skin, this is like your best friend because you can go, more glowy here, like in your drier spots, and then where you get oily, like say you just get like, I get oily on my forehead and kind of like my nose, like kind of just right through here, I'll just put the Pro Matte on and then my makeup is like my face is happy. It's like the most, I don't know, I think I learned this from Desi Perkins a couple years ago. I think actually it was when she did her foundation, like her favorite foundations. This is genius. You could do this with any foundation that you liked. You know, you could do a more like natural or like radiant finish in your drier spots and then go with any matte foundation in your oily spots. But I just think this one is so great. This foundation is not gonna play you, okay? It will stay forever. This one says demi matte finish, air light, what does it say? 24 hours, medium coverage, air light. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel heavy, that's for sure. It is definitely medium, but I feel like you could build it up, and this will last for a long time. If you have dry skin, don't even put this near your face because this will not work for you. So one foundation that I was so excited to try and like thought was gonna be so amazing and was not amazing, I have to talk about it, and I hate to do it, but it's the Dior Forever, what is this? Forever Perfect Makeup Everlasting Wear Pore Refining Effect. No. I think, okay, this is Jaclyn Hill's like Holy Grail foundation, and I hate to shit on this because I love Jaclyn Hill, but this does not work on my skin. If you have really dry skin, maybe, I don't know. I was just talking about this foundation with my friend the other day, and she has dry skin, and this didn't work for her either. I don't know what kind of skin you need to have this and love this, but this did not work out for me. I just don't think it's worth the price. Like, it's an okay foundation. It kind of breaks up on my skin after a few hours, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm sorry, I don't. Okay, another foundation in my collection that is kind of meh, it's the number 7 Stay Perfect foundation. It says all skin types coverage, medium, nonstop complexion perfection, all day wear, sunscreen, broad spectrum, SPF 15, hypoallergenic. It's okay. Like, I think this is, I mean, number 7 is a drugstore brand. I know they sell this at Target. I don't know what other places sell it. It's okay. I think, like, for me, the formula was fine. I think that it was just the colors were just kind of off, and I think that's why I just didn't really like this that much. I feel like the formula was good. It wasn't amazing, but it was cool. But the colors are just kind of too like beigey for me. I don't know, like too cool tone, too gray almost. Like I don't know what it is. I didn't love this. If this like color matches you really great, if you find a shade that works for you, then maybe go for it. But for the price, this wasn't like a super cheap foundation. I can't remember how much it was, but I remember it not being like as cheap as most drugstore foundations. So the affordability and the color, I would pass on this. One foundation that I'm freaking obsessed with, and I pretty much compare every foundation to this foundation. It's my holy grail. It's my favorite. I've probably purchased 15 bottles of it at this point. I've been wearing this for years, and every time I try a new foundation and I'll wear it for a while, I'm thinking like, yeah, this is good, I like this, and then I'll go back to this one and I'm like, why the hell did I ever stop wearing this? It's my favorite. I think James Charles, it's his holy grail too, so I really just need to watch all of his videos and do whatever he does, because I think him and I like the same things. But it's the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This foundation, I love it so much. Let's get it on. I wear the color light beige typically. That's kind of like right on the money for me most of the time. But like the shades in this are so good. I feel like they did such a good job with like the actual like tones of this foundation as well as the formula. Oh, and I actually have the box because I just got one recently, and I like saved the box because I thought it just makes sense. You'll see. Okay, so this is what the box looks like, and it says, because it doesn't say any of this on the bottle, but you guys need to know this. Okay, it says, that's in French, Infused with coconut water to delicately replenish skin's moisture levels, alpine rose to brighten skin's appearance and promote elasticity, hyaluronic acid for smoother and more youthful appearance. I freaking love hyaluronic acid. Everything hyaluronic acid. It's amazing. If you guys don't know about hyaluronic acid, it like helps like retain water, like retain moisture in your skin. It makes my skin feel so smooth. It's the freaking best. It says undetectable medium to full coverage foundation. This oil-free foundation masterfully diffuses the line between makeup and skin. Coverage so undetectable and skin so naturally radiant you'll think you were born this way. It's just, and it says 100% said this foundation blurred their imperfections, 98% said this foundation made their skin look absolutely perfect, and 97% said this foundation provided natural coverage. Big claims, it's all true. I freaking love this stuff. It's like a your skin but better foundation. It's definitely medium to full coverage, medium coverage. It has a very natural finish, but it's not like, it gives the skin like such a beautiful kind of natural glow. It's not an in-your-face glow, but it's kind of there. It's like what you would expect your skin to look like if your skin just looked really healthy and great. That's what this looks like. It's just the best. It doesn't break me out. It makes my skin look so beautiful, and I love mixing it with other things too. If you want to get one product from this is the one. It's worth trying if you can find it in your shade because it's so good. Like, I cannot rave about this foundation enough. I feel like this would work on dry skin and oily skin. It's definitely, I think it says it's a demi matte, but it's definitely like a natural finish. Like, it's not, it dries down so it's not tacky, but it's definitely not a matte foundation. And it's definitely not like oily feeling. It's just, it feels so good. It looks so good. I'm actually wearing it today mixed with the Milani 2-in-1, and I've been wearing this, let's see, I've been wearing this probably for like 6 hours. If that gives you like any indication. Still looks good. Yeah, I'll shut up about it now, but it's the best. And so basically a lot of the foundations that I'm going to talk about now kind of remind me of that. So the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation reminds me a lot of the Too Faced Born This Way, but like more matte. So this is like more radiant. This one still kind of has like a luminosity to the skin like that one, and it blurs imperfections like that one. And the colors are really good like that one. Yeah, I don't know. It has a similar formula. It's not expensive. They have, actually, I think they just expanded their shade range as well, which is cool. This is really good. The only thing that kind of sucks about it is it doesn't come with a pump. It's like this situation. All the other ones that I've shown you are pumps or like squeeze tubes. I hate like doing this thing, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know why they do that, because I know like some brands, they make the pump, like they make this foundation but with a pump, or like they repackage it differently in other countries. Like I remember seeing, I think it was like the L'Oreal like True Match foundation, and they had it in like the most gorgeous packaging in Australia, and it had a pump, and normally that foundation has always been just like a pore situation. I don't know. I feel like everything should always come with a pump. It's more hygienic. You don't waste as much product. It's just better. It's just better. It saves time. Like no one wants to be like when you're at the end like doing this. I don't know. It's just a better situation. But this foundation is really, really good. Even though it does kind of have like a natural kind of like slight radiance to it. This is definitely a matte foundation, so if you have dry skin, I wouldn't recommend this. But this is really good. It like wears for a really long time. It looks great on the skin. It doesn't emphasize texture. It's like a really, really, really solid foundation. Actually, sometimes I mix these as well. The only thing that I would say is this one wears a little bit longer than this one. This one's a little bit more matte than this one. So another foundation from the drugstore that I really like is the Wet n Wild Photofocus Foundation. This one has kind of like a serum-y texture, and they've tested this, I think it says in 7 different light conditions. and there's no flashback, so that's why it's photo focus, because you can wear this like on camera or like in photography, flash photography, and it'll look really good. It also kind of has a similar, like the effect on the skin reminds me kind of the Too Faced Born This Way, but much more kind of, it's serum-y, like it feels more hydrating. And this one kind of, after a while, will break up on my skin. It's not as long wearing, but it looks really great. It's cruelty-free. The only thing that kind of sucks about this is it kind of smells like Play-Doh-y. Like it has like a chemical-y kind of weird smell that I think some people won't be able to get past, but if you can get past it, it's actually really good, and it's probably like the cheapest foundation in my whole collection. I think it's like $6, and it's really good. It's really good. Oh, the only thing, I don't know, actually I guess I like the packaging. It's like, it's one of these like little like spatula situations, which I don't mind because you can kind of just like dot it where you need it. If you're careful, just don't like drop it in your lap because that sucks. Okay, so another foundation that I have in my collection, this is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. It has an SPF of 15. It says 12-hour makeup, oil-free makeup. I don't know why they write it like that. This is the shade Light Beige. This one has just never looked good on my skin. I don't know. I had a friend who wore this and it looked so beautiful on her skin. It didn't look good on me, and maybe I just need a different shade. I feel like this is a little light for me, but I don't know. It has like kind of a whipped texture, but it feels kind of heavy and like, I don't know, maybe I need to try it again, but for me, this just never worked out. Yeah, it was just kind of like not really worth the money. I know a lot of people really like this foundation. It just doesn't work on my skin, I feel. Okay, so another foundation that I really like is the YSL All Hours foundation. I wear this shade B45 Bisque. It says it has an SPF of 20, and it says up to 24-hour wear, flawless matte full coverage oil-free foundation. Definitely does not wear for 24 hours, but I do like this one. Again, it's not like insanely matte. It still kind of has like a natural sort of like kind of slight like radiance to it, but it does wear for a long time. It looks really great on the skin. It doesn't beat out my Too Faced Born This Way, but I do like this foundation a lot. I actually probably should wear this again and see if I like the way it looks on my skin. I feel like sometimes you just have to try your products over and over again to see how you feel about them, because they can perform differently in different weather conditions, or if your skin's kind of going through different situations. You know, maybe you have some breakouts, or maybe you have some texture, or maybe you're a little more tan, or I don't know, whatever it is. Sometimes they just perform a little bit differently, and you might try something and initially not like it and come back to it and like it. So, you know, I do like this one a lot. I'm not like obsessed with it. I know a lot of people are really obsessed with it. I don't know. I just find that like, I love drugstore products. Like, if I find like a drugstore product that performs like on the same level or better, I'm just not that impressed with like a luxury item. Like, I feel like, what am I paying for? Like, I don't know if like, I don't know if the YSL has like any skincare benefits in it. I don't have that box, like the packaging anymore. At least with the Too Faced Born This Way, I know it has skincare in it. It has hyaluronic acid, alpine rose, coconut water. It has like things that are actually doing something to benefit your skin. And the formula is amazing, and the color's good, and it does everything that I want a foundation to do. So to me, when I buy like a really expensive foundation, even though I really like this, like, I don't know that it's really worth the money. I don't know. You have to try it. You can. The nice thing is with like, at least with high-end foundations, a lot of times you can go to department stores or Sephora or whatever, and they'll let you try it, give you samples. You can take it home and give it a shot before you like invest in it. And also sometimes you can get it, and if you don't like it, you can return it. So, you know, everyone's skin is different and things look different on different people. So, like, this might be like your holy grail. I don't know. It's a great foundation. So Another foundation that I really love, and I actually just recently discovered this in like December, but I really like this. It's like an oldie but a goodie. This is the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse, and it's in like this little pot, and it has, let's see if you can see this. It has kind of like a whipped, like moussey texture to it, obviously because of the name. And I just usually would like dip my beauty sponge in this and then kind of like press it into the skin. But I really like the way that this sits in, like, kind of like sinks into the skin really beautifully. It like blurs everything. It's definitely more of like, I would say a medium coverage, not a medium to full. So it's not super heavy. It feels really good on the skin. It looks nice. It definitely has like a demi-matte finish, and the color is good. I really like this foundation. I feel like people don't ever talk about it anymore, but it is really great. And because it is moussey, I feel like even though it is like a matte, it doesn't feel like drying on the skin. It has almost like kind of like this whipped sort of like hydrated aspect about it that I like. So, all right, another foundation that I really like a lot is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Foundation, and this says it's a comfort matte foundation infused with peach and sweet fig cream, oil-free, 14-hour wear, oil controlling, photo friendly. So basically this is just like the more matte version of the Too Faced Born This Way, and I really like this. I like this one better because it has more of a luminous look to it. But if I need something that's gonna, like, if I'm going out, or maybe I feel like in the summer I'll really like this because it's more mattifying, and like with the heat I feel like this will probably wear a little bit better. But I wear the shade Light Beige in both, and the colors are identical. Again, you could just put like this in your oily spots and then the Born This Way everywhere else. But yeah, the color's spot on. This is like a really great matte, amazing foundation. Like, it is very matte. It definitely is a matte foundation. It's not like drying, like it won't suck the life out of your skin, but like this is, if you have like dry skin, this is a no-no for you. But if you have oily skin, you'll probably really love this, and it smells good. All right, I have a couple powder foundations. I used to really be into powder foundation for a minute. I find that sometimes when my skin's kind of breaking out, if I like need to, I'll switch to powder foundation for a little bit, and I find that it really helps kind of just give my skin the chance to have a breather, but still have some coverage. I used to wear the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation, or Full Coverage, the powder one, and I really liked that, but I hated the packaging on it. And so I probably went through like 3 or 4 of those. I wore that for a long time. I don't have any anymore. I think I have some at my house in South Carolina, but I don't have any here in my apartment, so I can't show it to you. But I do like that one, but I like this one more. This is the Bare Minerals, just their like OG original, like powder mineral, what does it say? Bare Minerals Original Foundation. Yeah, the OG. It has a broad spectrum SPF of 15. It has an insane color range, and I feel like no matter what skin type you have, you would probably like this foundation, because even though it is a powder foundation, it has this sort of like natural like luminosity. It makes your skin look so beautiful. It's really great. I feel like if you don't wear a lot of makeup, this one really looks great. Or if you do, but you just want to be able to give your skin a break here and there, where you know you don't wear super heavy makeup all the time, this is amazing. It makes your skin look so good, and I honestly love powder foundations as well. I think that, you know, you could, even if you have drier skin, you could wear something like this, and especially if you just like spritz your face and set it with like a hydrating setting spray, it'll like make your like the powder foundation like really look like liquid foundation. But yeah, I love this. One powder foundation that I do not love is this Chanel foundation. I bought this probably a few years ago, and this is the Double Perfection Lumiere Flawless Longwear Flawless Sunscreen Powder Makeup. This is the shade 20 Beige. I don't know, it's just like so expensive, and I wanted to try like a powder foundation. It doesn't do anything. They give you like this dumb sponge, which like you never gonna use, but like it feels very like soft and buttery, but like, I don't know if you can see, it just doesn't like, it's really powdery, and like, it doesn't really give you any coverage, I find. Like, it doesn't cover as much as I would want it to do, and if it says double perfection, I'm thinking like there's gonna be some coverage, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it says Lumiére. I don't think it has any luminosity at all. It seems very matte to me. It has like a soft, like buttery feel to it, but like, yeah, I don't know. That one was like a waste of my money, not worth it. I feel like maybe it would be good to like set some foundation with or something. Maybe I should pull it back out and try it for that. But yeah, not my fave. Not my fave. All right, you guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you liked it. I hope it helped you maybe make some decisions on some foundations that might work out for you. If you use any of these and you like them or don't like them, leave a comment below. Maybe if one of the ones I said was not my favorite is like one of your Holy Grail products, let me know. Maybe I'm using it wrong. I'm always down to give things another shot. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys are having a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you watch this, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.